Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Quinn. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Wolverine. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick six early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the catch. It's Norris. Still on his feet at the 40. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They go to the draw. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback on the keeper.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball in. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority. Number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Oh, what a cut! He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here comes the offense on first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Defense picks it up. Knocked down, but not before he gets down after wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride Davis here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. To the air, it's Baker. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box, as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. with second down. The give to the tailback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Arkansas delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Fayetteville. Thing is, this was a real... And a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Hawkeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
Takes him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Michigan offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, its sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Smart move to get down with the slide. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He's got an open man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Back open in the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He wants to throw it again. Got his man on the outside. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. In this defense right now, they have no answers.
Dumps it to the back. That's caught. It's Davis. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Working on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the shotgun, the inside give. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. These corners backing off a bit. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the back in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Guard in the backfield, it's Smith. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Hand off from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Quinn. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Motion from the back. Looking downfield. It's Baker. Quick strike complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll do it himself. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. You just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown, Iowa! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Great place to start for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from 1, but not much doing on that one.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He's got him. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Dropping back, it's Baker. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely...
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Sweet spin. Sees him in open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the single back. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the... Iowa has the ball back on offense. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Grabbed behind the line, it's Norris. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Hawkeyes are in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped right at the 15-yard line. Needed a little bit more to move the chains. Chip shot field goal from here, but will they go for it on fourth down? They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tries to get it on the ground. He breaks a tackle and runs through another one. Touchdown, Michigan. He would not be denied. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Grabs it in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Baker. Under fire. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Anderson. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Lopez. Lowers those pads. At the 40 there, he just dismissing tackles. Touchdown, Iowa! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball, but David...